Can you imagine it? The actresses who once dazzled the silver screen, possessing unparalleled beauty and an aura of stardom that everyone envied, have now crossed the threshold of 90 years old. Some have been hailed as timeless beauty queens or living legends defying time, thanks to their extraordinary appearances that far exceed what one might typically expect at their age. However, not all have managed to retain that aura of glory. Some have chosen a life of fulfillment and contentment, while others have tragically fallen into heartbreaking misfortunes. Many of them now bear faces so unrecognizable that it seems almost impossible to believe. They have, in many cases, destroyed themselves before the astonished eyes of the world. So what led them to this point? Who among them still holds on to the glamour of their youth in their twilight years? And most intriguingly, the individual ranked at number 5 is someone incredibly familiar, someone who will undoubtedly surprise you. In today's video, let's uncover who they are and delve into the stories behind their lives. 1. Jackie Stallone. 90 years old, still addicted to plastic surgery. Let's begin today's video with a famous female star, Jackie Stallone. Even at the age of 90, this American actress still harbors a great passion: plastic surgery, particularly lip fillers to achieve the youthful pout of a young woman. However, her most recent images have left the public in shock. Back in the 1980s, Jackie Stallone was considered one of Hollywood's beauties. Despite her naturally attractive appearance, Jackie had a relentless fascination with plastic surgery. Since 2005, she has undergone no fewer than 10 procedures, including lip fillers, facelifts, and Botox injections. Her lips, once a symbol of charm, have now become the center of harsh criticism. Overfilled and perpetually swollen, they have distorted her natural facial structure. Jackie's current appearance has startled many, with some outright labeling her as a victim of plastic surgery. It's evident that Jackie's surgeries were not just an attempt to enhance her beauty, but seemingly an effort to escape an undeniable truth: aging. However, has her constant pursuit of physical perfection brought her the satisfaction she sought? The reality is far from it. Jackie's current face has been branded by the media and public as a plastic surgery disaster. Beyond the physical changes, her altered appearance has subjected Jackie to criticism and social alienation. The entertainment industry, which once celebrated her, has largely turned its back. Friends and colleagues who once admired her now seem reluctant to mention her name. These days, Jackie leads a quiet life, rarely appearing in public, a once brilliant star now fading into obscurity. Tabloid headlines such as "Hollywood's plastic surgery disaster" and "Once a starlet, now a frightening spectacle" have only exacerbated her isolation. In her twilight years, Jackie faces not only the physical consequences of her surgeries, but also the emotional toll of being ostracized. Both the entertainment world and the public seem to have distanced themselves from her. Could a star who once shone so brightly endure becoming a subject of ridicule? Jackie has reportedly stated that she doesn't regret her decisions. But whether that sentiment is genuine or not is something only she can truly know. If you think Jackie Stallone's story was shocking enough, then Joan Collins will leave you even more astonished. 2. Joan Collins, a beauty icon or a star past her prime. Joan Collins, once celebrated as a beauty queen and talent powerhouse in the 1980s hit series Dynasty, still exudes an undeniable charm even in her 90s. But behind the glamorous facade, is her life as radiant as it appears? Joan has always asserted that she has never turned to plastic surgery to preserve her youth. While many admire her confidence, this declaration has also placed her under relentless scrutiny from the media. Recent photographs of her at public events have sparked widespread debate. Some articles hail her as the perfect example of natural aging, while others focus on signs of aging, labeling her as faded or over the hill, as if these changes are a verdict against her. Time spares no one, not even a woman once considered the epitome of allure. Joan Collins today no longer shines as brightly as she did on the screen decades ago. Deep wrinkles, tired eyes, each feature serves as a harsh reminder that youth is fleeting. But does this former Hollywood icon feel proud of her so-called natural beauty? Or is there an undercurrent of sadness behind her brave face? Joan has candidly shared that the pressure from the media often leaves her exhausted. Social media commentary can be particularly unforgiving. Remarks like, "She should retire already," and "It's sad to see a legend like this," sting deeply, striking at the pride of any individual. Has the media unwittingly become a double-edged sword, both praising her as a living legend and reducing her to a pale shadow of her former self? If Joan Collins' story stirs a sense of regret for the passage of time, the tragedy of Tippi Hedren will take you into an even darker corner of Hollywood. 3. Tippi Hedren, Hitchcock's nightmare. Who could forget Tippi Hedren, the woman who captivated the world with her starring role in Alfred Hitchcock's classic film The Birds, 1963. Yet at 94 years old, she now lives a quiet life, haunted by wounds that time has not been able to heal. Tippi's peak career years were overshadowed by immense pressures from the very man who launched her into stardom, Alfred Hitchcock. A cinematic genius, Hitchcock was also a controlling and obsessive figure in her life. He didn't just oversee her career with a heavy hand, but imposed his domination over her personal life, engaging in deeply disturbing and toxic behaviors. In her memoir, Tippi revealed, "He didn't just want me as an actress, he wanted control over me as a person, both mentally and physically." These obsessive actions and psychological abuse pushed Tippi to a breaking point. Though she bravely stood up to Hitchcock, refusing to be his puppet, this decision came at a great cost. Hitchcock, wielding his immense influence in Hollywood, quietly sabotaged her career opportunities, turning the industry that once embraced her into a cold and unforgiving place. Later, Tippi found a new purpose in life, becoming an advocate for animal rights. Despite her accomplishments, the scars of her past continued to haunt her. "I've spent my entire life trying to escape the shadow of the past," she once admitted. The dazzling spotlight she once stood in had stripped her of peace and a part of her true self. Today at 94, Tippi leads a subdued existence, far from the chaos of Hollywood. The media rarely gives her the reverence she deserves, often reducing her to a faded legend or a relic of a bygone era. Nevertheless, in her silence, Tippi retains her dignity. She harbors no bitterness or resentment. What she endured is not just her personal story, but a sobering reminder of the harsh realities of Hollywood's unforgiving machine. Tippi Hedren's legacy is not merely her contribution to cinema, but also her resilience in the face of adversity, a testament to the strength of a woman who refused to be broken by the system. 4. Eva Marie Saint, from glorious stardom to the solitude of old age. When speaking of Eva Marie Saint, one cannot help but recall the brilliance of a golden era in cinema. Yet there is another side to her story that is seldom discussed. At 100 years old, does the title of living legend bring her pride, or has it become a burden? Let's uncover the unanswered mysteries of her life. At a century old, Eva is no longer the radiant figure who once graced the silver screen. The elegance of her youth has given way to the fragility of age. Yet despite her advanced years, Eva has maintained remarkable health. She still appears at events, receives lifetime achievement awards, and speaks with unwavering confidence, asserting her enduring presence as Eva Marie Saint, the actress who captured the admiration of millions. The media often hails her as an icon of aging gracefully, but recent photographs have evoked a sense of poignancy. In many of these images, she appears solitary amidst the crowds, raising the question, has the immense fame of her past become a weight too heavy for her to find peace in her twilight years? Those close to Eva share that she leads a serene life, cherishing time with her family and no longer dwelling on the spotlight. While the public may view her through the lens of nostalgia and grandeur, Eva seems content to have left the stage behind. Her life serves as a testament to grace, resilience, and the bittersweet reality of holding on to a legacy that transcends generations. 5. Gina Lollobrigida, the Italian icon facing solitude in her final years. At the peak of her career, Gina Lollobrigida captivated audiences not only with her talent, but also with her quintessential Italian beauty and irresistible charm. Yet her fame marked the beginning of a series of personal tragedies. Broken relationships and bitter legal battles over her assets in her later years have left her disillusioned and struggling to trust those closest to her. During her golden years, Gina graced the covers of major magazines like Time and Vogue, earning the title of the most beautiful woman in the world. She starred in iconic films such as La Donna più bella del mondo and Trapeze, becoming an international sensation. However, her fame came at a cost, with her personal life being relentlessly scrutinized and manipulated. Relationships, whether romantic or familial, were strained under the weight of media intrusion and public expectations. In her twilight years, Gina faced deeply painful legal disputes, especially regarding her assets. Her son and former manager accused her of being incapable of managing her finances, leading to a public and bitter court battle. These conflicts shattered her trust in even her closest relatives, leaving her feeling isolated and adrift. Now living a quiet life in Italy, Gina occasionally attends art events, perhaps as a way to hold on to the remnants of her former glory. Yet recent images of her, frail and distant-eyed, have stirred sympathy among fans. The media, rather than celebrating her legacy, often exploits her vulnerability as a stark reminder of the cruelty of time. Headlines such as, "A beauty icon now a shadow of her former self," not only wound Gina, but also underscore the unforgiving nature of the entertainment industry. Was the price of becoming a legend the sacrifice of her personal life and inner peace? Gina Lollobrigida, once adored by the world, now stands as a poignant figure, one who prompts us to question whether the glow of past glory can ever compensate for the toll it takes on a person's private life. Whether she finds happiness in her memories or feels cursed by her fame, only Gina herself can truly answer. 6. Brigitte Bardot, natural beauty or an untold secret. Born in 1934, the French actress Brigitte Bardot was a symbol of allure, elegance, and timeless beauty throughout the 1950s and 1960s. With her regal demeanor and captivating features, she became a familiar face on the silver screen and the covers of prestigious magazines. However, as time marches on, so too has her beauty evolved. What sets Bardot apart is the absence of any confirmed reports suggesting she underwent plastic surgery, a rarity in an industry where many stars readily embrace cosmetic procedures to maintain their youth. Yet her face bears the unmistakable marks of time, with wrinkles, sagging skin, and eyes that speak volumes about a life richly lived. These changes, however, have not diminished her allure. Instead, they have added depth to her image, portraying a woman who has fully embraced the era she once defined. Her beauty now transcends physicality, becoming a reflection of the memories from her golden years and the elegance of maturity. Perhaps this is the true beauty of an icon, a beauty that goes beyond conventional standards, shaped by life's experiences and the passage of time. Brigitte Bardot's journey reminds us that aging need not be an enemy but a companion, revealing a beauty that defies societal norms and endures through the decades. In this, she continues to inspire, proving that real beauty lies in authenticity and self-acceptance. 7. Angela Lansbury, the beloved matriarch and a shattering family struggle. Angela Lansbury, best known for capturing hearts as Jessica Fletcher in the iconic series Murder, She Wrote, 1984-1996, remains one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood history. However, while her career sparkled, her personal life was marked by profound challenges. In the 1970s, Angela faced one of the most harrowing periods of her life when her two children, Deirdre and Anthony, became entangled in the dark world of substance use. This heartbreak not only caused Angela immense pain, but also upended her family's life. Determined to protect her children, Angela made the extraordinary decision to leave Hollywood behind and move her family to a small village in Ireland, seeking refuge from the toxic influences surrounding them. Yet the ordeal did not end there. Deirdre, Angela's daughter, was drawn into a dangerous cult with ties to the notorious murderer Charles Manson. Angela had to fight tirelessly to extricate her daughter from the grip of the cult, a struggle that was prolonged, intense, and emotionally draining. Though she ultimately succeeded in steering both her children back onto the right path, the psychological scars from those years left an indelible mark on her. These experiences caused Angela to live with a persistent sense of unease, perpetually worried about her family's future. She turned to the stage as her sanctuary, a place where she could find solace and express herself freely. In her later years, performing became not just her work, but also a form of therapy, helping her maintain her resilience amid painful memories and the relentless passage of time. Although Angela overcame these trials, the deep wounds of her past lingered like a shadow, leaving her with a sense of incompleteness and regret. Her story raises a poignant question. Can the dazzling light of artistic success ever truly overshadow the profound losses and struggles endured in life? For Angela Lansbury, her legacy is not only her extraordinary talent, but also her remarkable strength in the face of adversity. 8. Marsha Hunt. The Blacklist and the Tragedy of Integrity. Marsha Hunt, once a shining star, was cast out by Hollywood for daring to stand up for justice. Her story, however, reveals a deeper and more heartbreaking truth. As one of the most celebrated actresses of the 1930s and 1940s, Marsha Hunt graced over 50 films, capturing the hearts of audiences with her talent and charm. But in the 1950s, her career came to an abrupt and devastating halt when she was placed on Hollywood's infamous blacklist. Her only crime? Speaking out in defense of the rights of workers in the film industry. Political bias and prejudice extinguished the bright light of her career, plunging her into obscurity. Stripped of acting opportunities, Marsha was forced to watch her dreams and fame dissolve, a heavy price for her unwavering integrity. At 107 years old, Marsha remains one of the oldest living figures in the entertainment world. She continues to engage in social causes, yet her frail appearance and distant gaze during public appearances evoke a deep sense of sorrow among those who remember her golden days. Though the media occasionally honors her as a living legend, many articles about her lean more toward pity than genuine reverence. Does Marsha take pride in being called the last witness of a bygone era? Or does she feel like a relic of the past, forgotten by the industry she once loved? Her life stands as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices borne by those who dare to challenge the system and the enduring strength required to carry the weight of principle over personal gain. Marsha Hunt's legacy is not just her films, but her courageous stand for justice, a bittersweet tale of brilliance, loss, and unyielding moral fortitude. 9. June Lockhart. The shadow of a screen legend. June Lockhart, a name fondly remembered by millions for her iconic roles as the nurturing mother in Lassie and the resilient woman in Lost in Space, was once the epitome of elegance and grace on screen. Now, at 99 years old, she lives as a shadow of her former self, surrounded by solitude and bittersweet memories of her faded glory. June's career soared as she brought heartfelt characters to life, inspiring trust and hope in audiences worldwide. Yet, the same stardom that lit up her life also cast a long shadow. Years of relentless dedication to her craft left little room for a personal life. As roles gradually diminished, June found herself slipping into quiet obscurity, no longer the sought-after star she once was. While the media occasionally celebrates her as a symbol of the past, this nostalgia only serves to highlight the neglect and isolation she faces in the present. She still makes efforts to appear at select events, but her frail figure and wistful smile evoke deep emotions among those who remember her prime. Some outlets have labeled her a living monument, but the imagery of her later years is often used more to elicit sympathy than genuine admiration. Is this the ending a beloved artist, cherished for her warmth and talent, would have wished for? June Lockhart's legacy remains one of compassion and strength, a reminder of the fleeting nature of fame and the enduring impact of a career dedicated to touching hearts. Even as time reshapes her presence, her contributions to television and cinema continue to resonate with those who grew up watching her shine. 10. Rhonda Fleming, the Queen of Technicolor and a Bitter Truth. Rhonda Fleming, one of the iconic beauties and talents of Hollywood's golden age, was famously dubbed the Queen of Technicolor. Yet now, at 101 years old, she leads a quiet life in California, far from the glittering world where she once reigned. The question lingers, how does someone who once captivated the silver screen come to face a life of such solitude in their final years? In her youth, Rhonda's radiant beauty, enhanced by the vibrant hues of Technicolor, made her an irreplaceable star. But what happens when that beauty fades with time? In her later years, the media has largely relegated her to the realm of nostalgia, portraying her as a relic of a bygone era rather than a person still living in the present. Tributes to her career often carry an undertone of pity, painting Rhonda as a forgotten legend rather than a dynamic individual. While she continues to engage in charitable activities, her rare public appearances seem tinged with a sense of discomfort. The title Queen of Technicolor, once a symbol of pride, now feels like a burden, an expectation she is forced to carry even as time has transformed her. Rhonda Fleming's life is a reflection of the double-edged nature of stardom. Her legacy as a symbol of beauty and talent remains intact, but the weight of her past glory seems to overshadow the person she has become. Her story is a poignant reminder of Hollywood's fleeting nature, where even the brightest stars must eventually confront the reality of being eclipsed by time. 11. Sophia Loren, Timeless Beauty and Untold Mysteries. Born in 1934, Sophia Loren, the legendary Italian actress, has etched her name into cinematic history, not only for her extraordinary talent, but also for her irresistible beauty. As one of the most prominent beauty icons of the 20th century, she captivated millions of fans with classic films like Two Women and Marriage Italian Style, embodying the ideal of Mediterranean elegance. Unlike many stars who undergo noticeable transformations, Sophia Loren has admitted to having a few minor cosmetic enhancements to maintain her natural beauty. She described these changes as mere touch-ups rather than complete transformations. As she once said, "I don't want to become someone else. I just want to preserve the best version of myself." This restraint has allowed Loren to retain her timeless grace and sophistication throughout every stage of her life. Rather than waging an outright battle against aging, she has used subtle measures to enhance her inherent charm. This approach has made her, even in her 80s, one of the world's most celebrated beauties, a face untouched by time or excessive surgical intervention. Today, Sophia Loren stands as more than just a beauty icon. She is a testament to a life lived fully, with talent, pride, and a thoughtful approach to self-preservation. Loren exemplifies the idea that true beauty does not come from fighting time, but from embracing it with elegance and subtlety. She remains a symbol of ageless allure, proof that authenticity and poise transcend the years. The 9 individuals mentioned above stand as compelling examples of the price one pays when sacrificing natural beauty and health for the standards of appearance imposed by society. In the world of entertainment, fame and beauty can often be cruel masters. Among them, some have risen as icons of resilience, while others have tragically been labeled as horrors in the public eye. The most important lesson to take away is to love yourself and embrace natural beauty. Ultimately, confidence and inner strength are what define true value. not adherence to fleeting ideals of perfection. All the information in this video has been gathered from reputable sources and is intended for informational purposes only. We encourage viewers to explore multiple sources to gain a well-rounded and accurate perspective. Don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and follow our channel to stay updated on future videos. Together, let's discover fascinating insights into global culture. Subscribe now to receive our latest videos as soon as they're released.